Weekend? No, we won't have a weekend. Not a chance. So, friends, a big hello to everyone. My name's Igor, Gravity and Grading Channel, a channel about laser machines and markers. I'll just sit back a bit, relaxed. I still have a ton of work here in here. I need to film as much as possible with this before I leave to show its capabilities because surprisingly, I really like this little machine. I'm really enjoying it. There's an opportunity. This is by no means an ad. Absolutely not. So, what is this video about? Well, guys, another business trip, another trip to China. It'll be the same thing this time, the exhibition and all that. But I'm telling you now, I won't be filming anything at the exhibition. I don't want to. Because last time I filmed everything from the upper floors. I went down, we were running from one pavilion to another. All sorts of things, technologies, farm equipment, something related to some weird electronics, headphones, watches, displays. So that's it. We're skipping all that junk entirely this time. We're focusing on what we need, like machines, new equipment, visiting new factories to check them out and test things. I might film a bit of that if they let me, but it'll probably be somewhat restricted, so it might not be allowed. We'll be looking into getting new equipment for ourselves, so new tests and new launches. What's the most important thing for you right now? Why am I filming this video right now? I think I already mentioned it on VK if I'm not mistaken, and on Telegram too. The links will be in the description. I also said on Telegram that we're going on a trip, so I'll be away for the next month. A manager will be here handling the online stuff and everything else. Orders likely won't be accepted while I'm away. Most likely. So, I can fulfill orders for consumables, equipment, and machines until October 7th, 2025. If anyone is interested in machines during this month while I'm out of Russia with paperwork and all, it's theoretically possible. For purchases, we have a staff member in another office who can prepare and assemble everything and hand them over. That's one thing. The next point is about consumables again. I have a strong request. If you need anything, plan ahead before October 7th, 2025, so you can order everything you need now. Not later, not in mid October, not at the end of October, and not in early November, because everyone will panic, saying they want to order 10, 15, 20, or 30 tags, keychains, or chains. That won't work. I'll film and show as much as I can about this now. I'll put all the links in the description below the video. The links will lead to Telegram. On Telegram, I post the full files that are created here. I explain, show, demonstrate, and test everything, and then I post it all. This trip to China is specifically for 3 areas. There won't be anything extra again. I won't tell you anything in advance right now. There's no point. The machines will be fiber optic, but specialized. So, I doubt anyone will be interested because they'll be very, very expensive. So, moving on to repeat, the manager will be in the office but won't be taking orders. Offline and online options, training, consultation, and support will all be available. If you have the links, don't lose them. If not, I'll generate new ones. Training will be available for purchase, so there won't be any issues with that. Writing 350,000 times, this is actually the main sore point about China. I'm in China and everyone starts like, how much does this cost? And how much is that? And how much are these glasses? And how much is that glasses case? And if the glasses have a different display, and if I take 2 pairs, and if I take 5 pairs, and if I take 10 pairs, and the Chinese tell me to get lost with my questions because there are managers who work, who want to sell something and earn, but not a million rubles. They're reasonable prices, good ones, everything is fine, everything is good. And I start bombarding them with questions. They sit there calculating. A day, two, three, a week they calculate, and zero purchases. They're just shocked. They say, like, man, listen, you're already up to here with your questions. And when I ask them a question next time, for example, say the glasses cost about 2,000 rubles. They say 5,000? Like, fuck off. This is reality. Unfortunately, this is the reality that I at least have seen and heard about. And as soon as a question arises, like how much does say a fan cost? 50,000. And how much is a table? 500,000. And how much is so they just blurt out a million because the questions are pointless and you write so many of them. No offense, of course. Now there are those who approach with business who need to clarify things. They wrote on WhatsApp and I replied when possible. For those who still don't know, I'll repeat. In Russia, WhatsApp video and audio calls, and the same with Telegram, they don't work. You can tweak something, do something, some people do, but unfortunately it doesn't work. Don't call on WhatsApp, don't call on Telegram, unfortunately. How it will work with calls from China with WhatsApp video, I don't even know physically because before it was easy to contact family via WhatsApp. We called, talked, texted, there were no problems. Now it's going to be a total pain. They suggest using a regular phone, which is colossally expensive. We still don't have cheap alternative call options. By phone? Like a plan where you pay 500 rubles and talk within reason for a month from other regions or countries. So please don't call me on WhatsApp endlessly trying to get through. It's unrealistic. It's impossible. Although, again, an interesting topic. Although, no, not from Russia, but from CIS countries, it should work. Although it's quite possible it will work, but from CIS, not Russia. And please don't call on Telegram from Russia. It won't work, unfortunately. That's it, guys. Once more. Consumables until October 7th, then sometime in mid November. Equipment can basically be done with me until November 7th. After October 7th, only without me, but you can still buy it properly. CIS countries, buying equipment is no problem directly from China. Shipping is fine. All this will work from my side, checking, preparing, minimal involvement, just some minor details from me. There might be the same system as this year or last year, where people buy equipment through my links, although I just post these links now without EPN. I'll offer some discount on training materials if they buy these specific machines because they'll be good machines that I'm interested in. Cheap machines on Ozon or, I don't know, AliExpress from third party sellers say 10 times cheaper. Please don't bother me by sending those links. Take a look, check it out, think about it. I'm not interested in that. There's a factory that makes cheap machines. I'll provide links for those too. There's a factory that makes machines based on my recommendation. They don't like assembling them because almost no one orders or buys these sources. So they don't have them in stock at this factory. They bring them into order and they're given 3 days for assembly. They try not to use OPEX lenses because they're considered more expensive than regular cheap, no name lenses, so they try not to keep them in stock so that money isn't tied up indefinitely in a long process. They also try not to buy high end Galvo scanners like the Sino Galvo G7110 because they cost 2 or 3 times more than the cheapest Galvo scanners. And as the Chinese know, Russians love freebies and the cheapest, crappiest equipment possible. So they make everything for you, just what you like. The absolute worst, the cheapest stuff. And they sell it to you and you're all happy about it. So, regarding the machines, I'll say it again for the good machines, the assembly is roughly the same as what we have. The links will be under the videos. I'll be in China so I can check it out, take a look, film a short video about it, do a quick test, and that's it. Shipping and delivery won't be my responsibility after that. Alright, guys, as always, give me a big thumbs up. I'll provide more interesting info about this machine, other machines, tests, experiments, and launches. Let's go. I'm totally swamped with work today. Gotta run, gotta run. Still need to do some editing.